In today's video, I'm going to share with you a new little Easter make that I just made and give you an update on the Seaside Stash Busting Blanket that I've been working on. Today's my B-Day, and also a little follow-up to the Hobby Lobby video that I recently made about the crocheted flowers. So come on along and I'll show you what I've been up to. Hi, I'm Beth and this is Summer and we are Chic Crochet. In the thumbnail, you probably saw the little tease of these little bunny ears and this tail. And what this is a topper that slips over a dining chair, like so, just to give your dining chairs a cute little Easter accent. So this is a pattern that I made. Years ago, I had something similar. It was made out of burlap, and I had gotten it from Pier 1 Imports, which now I think is totally out of business. I'm not sure if they still sell online, but anyway, it was made out of burlap and it had a piece of Velcro and you fastened it onto the chair, and I had two of them and I've used those for many years and they're kind of getting raggedy. So when I pulled them out this year, I thought, why do I not just crochet those and I can make as many as I want in as many colors as I want? So that's what I've done. I did write a pattern for myself, but not to publish, but I'm going to insert some video and just walk you through that, how I did that, and also ask if you think I should write a pattern.
For this project, I used I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby. It's a worsted weight acrylic. I made the bunny ears in the round using the magic ring, and then I just slip stitched them together at the bottom. Here I'm hiding my yarn tail inside the bunny ears. The body of the chair topper I made in rows, not rounds. I made it flat by using double crochet, and I alternated front loop and back loop only to give it a ribbed effect and add a little character. And there's not really a way to make that seam look all that great, but it really doesn't matter because our bunny ears and our tail will go over that seam and you won't even see it. At the top, I did single crochet the top to close, and that will be the part that slips over the top of the chair. The bottom part will be left open so you can pull it down over the back of your chair. Now let's make the bunny tail. I have this clover pom-pom maker. It comes in a set of 4, and this is the largest size that I'm using here. You just wind your yarn around, and when you get both sides completed, you fold it back closed, and then you cut through the middle of the yarn. You could use cardboard instead, of course, if you didn't have this pom-pom set, but the pom-pom maker is a little easier and really fun to use. So here I'm cutting up the middle on both sides and letting the yarn flare out. The pom-pom maker holds it all together so it doesn't fall apart on you. And once you've cut through all the yarn on both sides, then you take a piece of yarn and you tie around the middle. You need to tie it really, really tight on both sides, and do that a couple of times just to make sure your little yarn pieces do not slip out. And once you've done that, here comes the reward, the really fun part, popping off both sides and watching your pom-pom fluff out. And here we go, ta-da! We have our bunny tail! But we're not quite finished yet. We need to put the finishing touches on this cute little tail. And we're going to do that by using a pet comb to comb out the fibers and make it really soft and fuzzy, just like a bunny tail. Hold on to it really tight so your comb does not pull out the threads. It's quite incredible what a pet comb can do to acrylic yarn. It makes it so soft. It's going to make the perfect tail for a little bunny rabbit. You may want to give him a little haircut just to even it out. Make sure it's nice and round. And that looks just about right. I think that will do. This one we're seeing now is actually my second attempt. So what I learned from the first attempt was there's really no reason to fuss with trying to sew the ears and the tail onto the chair topper. I did that with the first one, and the result was the ears wanted to flop over, and it just wasn't as stable as I would like it to be. So it dawned on me to use hot glue, and that turned out to be the perfect solution. This one is much more stable, and it made it so much easier to position the pieces exactly where I wanted them, get them all symmetrical and lined up, and to cover that seam. And please make sure you do insert something in the middle, as I did when you saw me put in the piece of cardboard, because you don't want this glue to bleed through on both sides. That would totally ruin your piece. As you can imagine, sewing on the bunny tail was really difficult, and this hot glue solution works better on many different levels, so I'm really happy that it occurred to me that I should do that instead. And here we have it, our finished little chair topper, the perfect addition to any Easter tablescape. So let's go see how it looks on the chair. I'm so excited. I only have this one completed so far, but I definitely plan to keep working and top off the rest of my chairs before Easter. It's going to look so pretty. Here I just want to show you some carrots that I made last year, and these were a free YouTube tutorial from the Secret Yarnery. I love how those turned out. I enjoy using those at Easter, but quite honestly, I leave them out all spring and summer too. They are just adorable. So pop on over to Krista's channel and check those out and make some for yourself. I'll be sure to leave a link to Krista's video in the description.
Yeah, hopefully this will inspire you with some decoration ideas for your Easter. Now I'm going to give you an update on the Seaside Stash Busting Blanket by Coastal Crochet, and it is really coming along. I'm having so much fun with it. I am trying to stick with the spirit of this being truly a stash busting blanket and not run out and replace a color when I run out of it. I will just use a different color and we will keep going. And I'm having a lot of fun with this blanket. I think what I may do is do another one of Coastal Crochet's Seaside blankets. She has some different ones, and do a more cohesive color palette. And I will save that for my second attempt. This is my first attempt. I'm definitely confident that I could justify using a more expensive or premium yarn in my next attempt and be real happy with it. So that is that. So as I mentioned before, it's my birthday, and last year I received a very special present. It's 4 skeins of yarn from Hobby Lobby, 2 white and 2 gray. This one's actually, the gray is called Mist. It's Soft Secret, and it may look very ordinary to you, but this is the most special yarn that I possess, or that I may ever possess, because this yarn was given to me by my mama last year on my birthday, and 16 days later, she went to heaven. So that being said, it's really important to me that I use this yarn in a very special way, and I would love to hear if you have any suggestions on how you think I should use it. There are 4 skeins, and it's acrylic. There's 300 yards in each skein. I would love to use it in something that is either a wearable or a piece of home decor, something that I can use or that I see it often. Even if it's seasonal, I can pack it up or bring it out, or something that I am able to keep out all year round. Maybe a throw for the end of the bed, or to go over a chair. I'm just not sure how far 4 skeins will go, but I don't want to add to it or take away from it. It's really important to me that I use it just as it is, and that I think about Mama when I bring it out and use it, or when I see it. I have lots of her things, but this is just really special to me. So if you have any ideas, I would love to hear them, and thank you for hearing me out on that. I was concerned that today would just be a very weepy day, but I have told myself that Mom would not want me to be sad on my birthday. She would not. She would not. She was a happy person. Even when things were not going great, she always had a smile on her face. and I'm determined that today is going to be a happy day. It already has been a happy day. I'm looking forward to my husband getting home from work, and we're going out to eat and to meet my daughter, and we're going to just have a fun birthday dinner. And then tomorrow he and I are going to travel over several states to see our other daughter, and so I get to see both of my girls very close to my birthday, and that's how I wanted to celebrate. So I am blessed, and I'm very excited about that. I thank God for every one of my 55 years, and I have so much to be thankful for. Now for a little follow-up from our Hobby Lobby video where I talked about the crocheted flowers and the pre-made products that are already there on the shelves in our craft stores. I had so many comments, and a lot of you made some really good points. One person in particular took the initiative to go to her own Hobby Lobby and speak to the manager about this, and the manager asked her to email the CEO of the company. She said that that would be the best way to have our voices heard. So I'm also going to share the email address in the description box. So let's all go and email Hobby Lobby and share our thoughts. Let's do it in a kind and respectful manner. Hopefully these are real people on the other side reading these emails. Just be thoughtful when you're expressing your concerns and put yourself in the place of the person who might be reading that email, and imagine that's your job, and get your point across without being too harsh. So let our voices be heard, and who knows, maybe they'll listen. So I'm going to carry on. Maybe I'll make some more Easter makes and share those with you in the next couple of weeks. Easter is my favorite holiday to decorate for. I love all it represents, and I love that it happens in the spring, new life. It was very rainy when I started this video, but now the sun is out and I see blue skies, so it's already looking up. I think my daffodils are getting ready to bloom. I would love to hear what Easter makes you might be working on, so please drop that in the comments below. And that's it for our little spring and Easter warm-up. We'll see you soon. And remember, my friends, let your light shine and always stay chic. Bye-bye.
Chic, chic.